The biggest impact that automation and data analysis is having is just making that information available to us, that we can understand what's going on. The automation is allowing us to go into places that we could never go before. I mean, we can do things now that we couldn't because of the precision of the automation. We can do things that a human simply can't manage to do because of the amount of the reproducibility of what's going on, some of the safety impacts of the environments that we have in mining. We really need to try and eliminate the risk of humans in that environment, so autonomy is giving us that. What we need from industry to succeed is to be a continued engagement with industry and government to be able to ensure that we have a holistic approach to how we can deliver graduates to industry and the country as a whole. Mining is a very important discipline to us in Australia, and I think the challenge for us as we're moving to a more renewable energy world is that we use all of the skills that we have here in Western Australia, and we're leading the pack in terms of automation and data and analytics globally, I think. We need to be in a position where our graduates are ready to perform well in that environment. When I was working in manufacturing in the early days, I was in process engineering and spent a lot of time using statistical analysis to understand the data. In those days, we only had very small amounts of data. We used to be measuring the amount of data we got from a process in maybe 100 or 1,000 rows of data a day. Now we're talking tens of millions of rows of data that's coming from it because these systems are automated. I think the biggest myth about automation at the moment is that it's easy, and then once you've automated something, it's done. One of the interesting cultures in mining is that if you've achieved what you plan to do in the day and you get what's called a green day, then we don't want to challenge it. But when we get even if we get a green day, if you look at the data, there's lots and lots of improvements that you can achieve. With automation, we've automated our truck fleet at Fortescue, where I also work, and that has given us a huge uplift in productivity. But when you start digging below the surface, you see there's probably an equal amount of improvement yet to go. And we need to do that data analytics. We need to be critical and analytical about what's coming out of our automation systems to enable us to close the gap in productivity that we really need to achieve.